Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. I'm tired of shit.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we will be discussing about the top 7 rookie mistakes that could potentially ruin your account. But before we start the video, I want to wish everyone Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So these are the 7 most basic mistakes that I've seen a lot of players make. In my opinion, the 7th most Baka-like mistake is related to the level 22 traits. I have a few things to say about this. Firstly, yes, level 18 isn't the highest level of trait. If you don't know how to get level 22 traits yet, do not worry. It is really simple. The best way to get level 22 trait is by getting any 1-star companion to have 17,001 intimacy. Another mistake related to level 22 trait is about the question of when to make your champion ascend to 15 stars. The advice is different depending on if you are free to play or pay to win. If you are free to play, make your champion ascend into 15 star as soon as possible. Do not wait to get your main clan trait into level 22. But if you are a pay to win, hold on your plans on making your champion ascend into 15 stars until you have at least one same kind of level 22 trait champion to use as fodder when ascending your main champion. Just remember, this is the only way that your main champion will inherit the level 22 main clan trait. Now, let's discuss the 6th most common mistakes that almost everyone is doing. The only advice I have to say about this mistake is stop trying your luck on every banner. The only reason you should summon in a banner is only when one of these conditions apply. First is, you have enough resources to also secure yourself the companion. And the second is, the champion happens to be a must-have or meta-defining. If the reason behind your summoning meets neither of the conditions, do yourself a favor and save up. Because if your plan is just to try your luck and get a limited banner champion, it will be a complete waste most of the times, as you won't have many fodders to ascend the champion to higher stars. The 5th most common mistake happens to be not making companions into mythic one by one.
Perhaps we could go somewhere.
This mistake is very self-explanatory. If you are using intimacy on every companion instead of focusing one companion at a time, you will soon find yourself in a very sticky situation, as you will have a bunch of epic and legendary companions, which means you will not possess any proper means of having a mythic farm.
Care to join?
If you are confused about which companions to mythic first and in which order, feel free to check the link in the description below, where you will find my video about the current best companions in the game. Now, the mistake I will be talking about. Well, I can kind of physically feel pain whenever I see someone making this stupid mistake. So I have seen a lot of players who have over like 800, 900 or maybe even over 1,000 of these carouse points saved up. And the only question that I want to ask is why? And most of the times these same players just use carouse and they are done with that. They do not use the charisma points that they get. All I have to say to you, if you make this mistake, is sincerely request that you use up all your carouse token apart from maybe 30, and use the charisma points that you get to max the top 2 sections of each banner. You can thank me later when you realize how many golds per minute you were missing out on. We have finally reached the top 3 mistakes that everyone should avoid making. The 3rd most Baka-like mistake is waiting for a vigor buff. And I know how you are thinking. You are really sad after the Vigor nerf and now you are waiting for the game to introduce some kind of buff. But the truth of the matter that we all have to accept is that Vigor may not get any buffs for a long time. Maybe Vigor will never get any buffs ever. We don't know that. So it will be best for us if we just move on and just slam marry mythic champions with level 22 traits onto our main champions.
Electrocute a dragon?
The second most common mistake that almost everyone is making happens to be due to not knowing when to focus where. With that I mean not knowing when to focus on which champions. In my opinion, there are 4 types of champions, which are the main champions, the district farmers, the next line of offense, and the fodders. The main champions are the top 5 champions that are in our main teams. The district farmers are special champions that should be raised and ascended for districts. The next line of offense are the champions that weren't good enough for the main team, but they are used as second and third teams for stuffs such as Valley of Conquerors, the Guild Valley, and several other timed events. Now first things first. Unless you are a whale, your next line of offense team should consist of district farmers. That way it will be 2 birds with 1 stone. And everyone should eventually start investing in intimacy and marriages to have good district farmers. Because it's simple math. Having good district farmers means making more gold per minute, and more gold means stronger main team. Now if you made it this far, before I mention about the number 1 mistake that everyone is making, I want to thank you for watching this far, and I also want to share this special gift code that wasn't even announced in the official Discord server. I hope they didn't turn off this gift code yet. Anyways, back to the video. In my opinion, the most common mistake that a lot of players make is not saving up resources and using them during the proper challenge events. There are so many rewards that a player may be missing out on, just because they didn't have enough patience. And even if you do not possess the resources needed to become one of the top players in the challenge, it's fine. Just make sure to complete all the time-limited quests that come with the challenges and you are set. That's all for today. If I forgot to mention any mistakes that a lot of players are making, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. And try your best to stay safe and warm. Take care. Adios.